There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. That's caught, it's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Here comes the option. Keeps it himself. Maybe some room here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Roll will keep an eye on him. And it'll be the Rattlers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Willis. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Moving out to the right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Slithers into space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with
turning on the Jets. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Finding some room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. It's 3rd and 5. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped.
Got enough space, and he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, obviously the running back has been the big story for this offense all season long, and the coaches talked about this in the offseason. They had to identify the right guy in the portal to help this offense be physical, to generate explosive plays, and really take them to the next level. They found their guy. This guy's been so good each and every week. He's been able to take care of himself, stay healthy, and he's gotten better as the season has gone on. And here we are, guys, late in the season. He's in Heisman contention, and he's got this team knocking on the doorstep of a college football playoff.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 30. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And it'll be the Rattlers have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dupree. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And it'll be the Rattlers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And it'll be the Rattlers line it up with a first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Third and goal, where the strong come through. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Rattlers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss point.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Offense in a bunch formation. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the ground, it's Dupree. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll ride the hot hand. There's some room. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Marshall. Here's the pressure. Right on the money. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Ducks on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And now this offense will take the field again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Here comes the Rattlers offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Breaks into the open.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And it'll be the Rattlers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And some room to work. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
Black 14. Black 14. Kill. 528 crew. 528 crew. Red 25.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Go.
Oh, better look. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Rattlers. That one will give them the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Shakes off the defender. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Going for 6. And he's in for the touchdown.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth.
Number 44 set to kick it away.
Hauls it inside his 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Rattlers offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Running to Green. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Look out, he's got room. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Picks up the first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter.
Grabs it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
3-yard line. Offense is now set up in the red
Both
zone.
these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments.
Ready?
He wants to change this route.
139 Albatross.
Sends it back in motion.
Hut, hut.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dupree. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
Touchdown, Rattlers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. Running inside, it's Raymond. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 31 on the play.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The run inside. It's Raymond. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on third down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He won't make it. They went for the lead by going for two, and they were stopped here deep in the game. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Rattlers offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You can tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, and trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win. This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad